I'm back. Thanks for tuning in. So I thought I would talk to you about an elephant in the room, and I wanted to address this topic when I had the time to really sink my teeth into it. Now, what is it? What is the elephant in the room? It is answering questions like, you should go on X Factor, you should go on The Voice, you should go on Pitch Perfect, and many of the other talent shows that appear on TV now. It's a little bit of a sensitive, controversial topic, but I wanted to tell it from my perspective and give my opinion on it. I'm not saying that what I say is gospel, but I do think that everybody has their own take on it, so this is mine. And my intention is not to offend or to upset anyone. I literally just giving my opinion. I get asked so many times why I don't go on X Factor or why I don't enter The Voice. I've had people from the shows themselves asking me to audition. If I could count on my hands how many times I'd be asked, I'd run out of hands or fingers, however you look at it. This is what I think about it, firstly, for myself. In terms of ratios, I know so many amazing singers. When I say amazing, I mean like jaw-droppingly, tear-jerkingly amazing. So just on the law of ratios, if we all entered the show or these shows, only one winner is ever going to come out with anything significant. And so just by the law of averages, the likelihood of me winning is pretty slim, assuming that everybody who enters the show is amazing. And there are 1,000 amazing singers and artists out there. So, and that's not me playing down that I couldn't win, but it's just looking at it from a ratio perspective. With all the amazing people out there, it's not likely that I would win, firstly. That's that. And also, I just think that in terms of what I do and my style and the UK market, I haven't seen anyone who sings like me, looks like me, does what I do, go on a show like that and come out where they have accrued some success, either by winning or, you know, getting a deal as a result of appearing on the show. I know that the exposure can do great things in that if you use the exposure well and obviously market yourself off the back of being on the show, it can certainly elevate you to a level that you probably wouldn't be able to get to that quickly. So that it would be useful in terms of time saving. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody who goes on the show is going to achieve their objectives as far as why they go on the show. I have family members and friends who've appeared on the show with ideas about what it would be like and how it would affect their career or impact their artistry, and it hasn't done what they thought it would do, either because they had to relinquish their creative control or because the format of the show or how the show goes wasn't what they had in their minds, or people tried to change them. So there's various things that, you know, they expected, but that didn't actually happen. So from that perspective, learning through other people's experiences is my way of assessing the value of doing something like that. And from what I know so far, I don't really see any of the people that I have worked with or am related to at the place where they thought the show would bring them to. So that's the second thing. Thirdly, I just feel like people have this idea that now a TV show or these talent competitions are the only way that you can make it. And I have seen so many people who have worked really hard. I mean, yes, it is a struggle in terms of like getting your stuff out there, promoting yourself and, you know, doing gigs and not necessarily getting any money for it. But I've seen so many people who've worked really hard and achieved careers that have longevity, because the problem with these shows is that you're thrust into overnight success as far as the general population or general public is concerned in such a short space of time that, you know, the actual career that you can have is also possibly short-lived. There's only a few people that I've seen, and this is not people that I know, there's only a few people that I've seen that won those shows that have had lasting careers. There are some people who also did lose, like for example One Direction, JLS, Ollie Murs. They didn't win, but they actually made great careers out of being on the show. I don't think that it's not possible to go on a show and actually get a career, but the ratio of how many people appear on those shows, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people turn up for those auditions, and loads of them get onto the show, even if they get onto the, like, you know, semi-finals or the knockout stages, they then disappear into obscurity. And then who, like, what do they do? So that's where I'm like, I think my disposition is more to kind of graft and work my way up the ladder, because I also feel that the process between starting out and getting somewhere teaches you lessons that you can't learn in 10 weeks on a show. And I know people who have been working to build their artistry. They go on the show, but they're ready. Like, they've done what it takes to understand what being an artist is. And so for those people, it's great. For those people who just literally decided, I'm going to enter this competition, and they've got no musical experience or no background of working in the industry, it can be like super daunting and really hard to grasp all the factors that are involved. The music industry is complicated. When I say complicated, I mean there are so many things that you wouldn't imagine are involved that are important. And also, I think for me as well, and this is all my opinion, whether you think that I'm being thrown shade or whatever is up to you, but these shows don't appreciate the diversity of music and talents that are out there. Because if I'm honest, when you throw something out to the general public, i.e., you know, like public voting and, you know, all that kind of stuff, people don't necessarily vote on the basis of talent. So it's like, it's whoever's name is biggest that week that possibly could go through, or whoever looks the best, or whoever pulls the heartstrings of the nation. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is the best. It could mean that they were the most popular that week. So obviously then you're like, well, what happens to all those amazing people who get voted out, who deserve to stay, and then end up leaving because of something that's out of their control? So this is where I'm like, oh. And you see it every week. You see people cursing on, going on social media, like, can't believe that person made it through over that person. They were more amazing than the person that went through, blah, blah, blah. You see it every single week. And I guess it makes good TV. But for me, I'm like, it takes away from the essence of what it's supposed to be about, which is about people who make amazing artists or make good music or have the potential to do so. As much as, you know, it is a route into the industry on that level, I have a great career that I am very proud of. Yes, it's taken me a long time to get where I am. Yes, I'm in no way saying that I've arrived or that I've achieved all my goals, but I'm really happy that I'm here. And so I will continue to work hard and push boundaries so that I get better and get better. So yeah, that's how I feel about it, guys. It's not an excuse as to why I'm not going on there. I personally am not the kind of person that would want to go on it. I used to work on X Factor, and I used to do like BVs. We used to do the recordings for all the contestants that went on the show. And so I do have a little insight into how the show works. And I just feel it's like not for me. Yeah, as an artist, I feel like I would want creative control. I would want to be able to say how things go, or have a say. Or speak to people who I know have my best interests at heart and would push for that. So that's how I feel about it, guys. I haven't covered everything because this video would be far too long. I've had debate after debate about these shows and how good it would be to go on there versus how bad it would be. However, I'm the kind of person, never say never. You don't know what could happen in the future. And so I'm not ruling it out as in saying, I would never go on any of these shows. But at the same time, I'm like, it's not likely. And if I do, guys, you'd be the first to know. But thanks for watching. I hope that I haven't offended anyone. I hope it's not too controversial. Tell me what you think. I'm very interested to hear your opinions about the whole thing. Whether you're a musician who's considered going, or an artist, or if you're a general public, or you're an audience member, or you're a music lover, or whoever. I'd love to hear what you think about the whole thing. So guys, hit the subscribe button below. Make sure you stay up to date with all our videos. We post every single week, every Wednesday, so make sure you tune in. Hit us up on our social media. We post on Instagram, Snapchat, Google+, Facebook, the works, Twitter. And all that remains for me to say, guys, is bye.